Okay, PL number 1. All these exercises have been explained in class, but I'm going to repeat for the sake of mastery. So you can always go back to this and look how it was, how to get the answers to the problems. So for number 1, we have powers. So we are multiplying powers. So 1 times 1 is 1. And then we have base x. How many x's do we have? Raised to 7, raised to 5, we add 7 plus 5, 12. So there are 12 x's in all. Number 2, again, we have these powers. We are multiplying them. 1 times 1 times 8 is 8. How many x's do we have? 7, 1, and 4. So we have 12 x's. Number 3, this is also powers which are being multiplied. So negative 6 times negative 4 is positive 24. How many x's do we have? Raised to 6 and raised to 3. That will be raised to 9. How many y's do we have? Raised to 1, raised to 1. So we have y raised to 2. Okay, so these are also powers. So it's multiplying 4 times 5 times 1 over 10. So 4 times 5 is 20 times 1 over 10 equals, you can cancel that out, so we have 2. So the answer is 2. How many m's do we have? Raised to 2 and raised to 1. So we have m raised to 3. And then n, how many n's do we have? Raised to 3, raised to 5. So 3 and 5, 8. And then how many p's do we have? 3 here and 4 here. So raised to 7. Okay, for number 5, this is different. We are not multiplying powers. We are raising power to a power. Okay, or power of a power. So this has a different rule. So we copy the base and then we multiply the powers. Okay, if this is only when we are raising power to a power. So x to the power of 4 to the power of 8. So we multiply 4 times 8, 32. This is also an example of power to a power. So we have, if we raise negative 1, that's still negative. X raised to 5 times 3, 15. Okay, again, this one is product, power of a product. So we will use here distributive property. This is our product. We're getting the power of that product. So we will distribute the powers to the factors. So 6 raised to 3 and a raised to 3. This is good enough, but we can still simplify because this is a constant. 6 raised to 3 is, how much is 6 raised to 3? Is that 216? Let me check to make sure. Okay, for a while. So we have 6 times 6 times 6. 6 times 6 times 6 is really 216. So 216 a raised to 3. Okay, number 8 is also an example of power of a product. So we have negative 7 here. So we have negative 7. We have to raise it to 2. And then we have also to raise all the literal coefficients. A raised to 5 to 2. And also b raised to 4 to 2. So, negative 7 times negative 7 or negative 7 squared is 49. and then A, we multiply this, it becomes power of a power, so raised to 10, and then B, power raised to a power, we multiply 4 times 2, 8. For number 9, okay, this is a combination of everything. So power to a power here, we have y 4 times 2, 8. And then we do the second one, y 2 times 4 is 8. Now we go to same as the first example, x raised to 7 times x raised to 5. So this is the product of powers. So we have same base, copy the same base, and then since we are multiplying numbers with the same base, how many 8s do we have? How many y's do we have? So we have y raised to 8, that means y, 8 of that, and then y raised to 8 is again y, 8 of that, so you will have 16, okay, y to the 16. Number 10 is similar to number 9. We're doing powers first. Powers of the product. Where is that? It's same as number 7, right? And this is also power of the product. So we're going to distribute 8 squared, and then we have x cubed. Okay, we have distributed that. Okay, and then we do the next one. This. So we have negative 2 raised to 4, and then the letters x, or the variable, raised to 4. Okay, we have here 8 squared is 6. Okay, let me use the color that I used for that number. So 8 times 8 is 64. And then this one, power to a power, x. So it's going to be 3 times 2, power to a power, multiply 6. And then, let's do the other one. Negative 2 raised to 4. How much is that? So this is one term. Negative 2 raised to 4 is negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 becomes positive 16. And then we do this, power to a power. So this is x raised to 12. Now we can simplify 64 times 16. Let me use my calculator for easy calculation and not to waste time as well. So 1024. Then how many x's do we have? X raised to 6 times x raised to 12 gives us x raised to 18. Okay, so these are the answers to our PL number.